Y'all here you go, man. The shoulder roll versus the peekaboo style, man. Y'all leave y'all comment, man. What style y'all think is the best? The peekaboo or the shoulder roll? I think the I think the shoulder roll, if it's done right, is the safest, maybe the safest style. If it's done right, no, I'm not. I'm not. It's all depends on who does it. I like people who able to do all versions. It's just different looks. I think all looks is good for different situations. I believe is let me explain myself. Say if you fighting against a person, you fighting against a very tall person with a long reach and a very good right hand, and you can use the peekaboo to get up under his jab and go to his body if he got a long reach and he got a lot of body. Or if you fighting against a real fast person, if you fighting against a real fast person with real fast hands, then you can get into the shoulder roll. Excuse me. You can get into the shoulder roll and capitalize. Use that shoulder roll to keep him off balance, and you can use your lead use your lead hand to come up like with the up jab within the shoulder roll type position. So you can. It all depends on who you fighting. You gotta really know how to assess who you fighting and their strengths, and then you can use different looks just to. I don't believe in staying in one. I don't believe in just one look at all times. I don't believe in this. I don't really believe in a specific style that you go with. I believe that you should practice every. I think you should practice everything because there's everything. Some styles is good for certain people or certain things that's going on in a fight. You have to be able. That's what made Floyd Mayweather so good. Is you just can't study the shoulder roll and think you're going to beat Floyd Mayweather. Excuse me, because he could put his guards up. He could get in the high guard and start coming forward, or he can fight behind his jab. He does it all. He does it all. Every situation. So it's best to be well. Get it. If you gonna get into boxing, learn a little bit of everything. And I don't believe in just having one trainer and one trainer for life. I'm from that Lennox. I'm from that Lennox Lewis school of you can outgrow it. You can outgrow a certain trainer, and is only limited. Some trainers don't have no fucking defense. No defense. That's all they teaching you is how to throw punches, but you should master defense. And I think master defense, you gotta pick it up because every one person don't know it all. It's going around picking up different things from different coaches, different people. That's what makes Sean Porter probably so good because his father. I heard his father used to go around collecting a lot of information from different gyms. You don't see Sean Porter getting hit a whole lot in a fight because the way he fight. You don't see him getting hit a whole lot, even though his style got a lot of holes in it. But you don't see he don't take a whole lot of damage. That's because of the way his father trained him. He don't take a lot of damage. He do not take a lot of damage. He do not take a lot of damage. That's probably because his defensive principle. He's better technically than what he's portrayed. I think he fight in his style because he's so short and he uses his speed. But Sean Porter got a very good jab. I think he should. I think he shouldn't fight as well. I think if he used his speed, I think his speed I think his speed could be his key. But his father knows best. His father got him this far, got him world titles and shit like that. So I haven't trained nobody to a world title level, so who is me to knock somebody? But Sean Porter just jab and double jab and use different jabs. He can jab his way in instead of coming in all wild and leaving himself open. I know we put a lot of pressure on his opponents like that. That unorthodox way. You don't know how to set up, get the setup right for him. And he get a lot of punches off, but I think he'll be better behind a real quick jab, an educated jab. But that's just me, my old school way of thinking. An educated jab would Sean Porter would be more effective behind an educated jab and more head movement. Cause jab, I think his jab can open people up more. I think it can open up more holes. But I like the peekaboo when it comes to tall people. That's why Mike Tyson was so effective against tall people, because you're trying to keep him on the outside, but you really can't because of his explosive power. Once you throw that jab, once you extend yourself, he get up under it and come over top of you with a power punch. And a lot of these guys are just tall, but they're not really heavyweights. They don't have big hands, a big neck, but Mike Tyson is a natural heavy person. He may be 5'11" or 5'10" and a half, but he got a big ass neck, a gigantic head, big legs, gigantic hands. He's a natural heavyweight. So I don't care how tall you are, when he hits you, you're gonna feel it. So once he hits you, and you can't use your height, but I believe the shoulder roll is better in certain situations. And I believe the peekaboo is better in certain situations. Y'all leave y'all comments. Y'all let me know what style is better, the peekaboo or the shoulder roll. Leave y'all comments and let me know what style y'all fight in, what style you believe is the more effective style. This is Wood, man. I'm out.